Buongiorno, amico Giancarlo.
Buongiorno,
How
buongiorno.
are you doing? Nice to see you. Good morning and good morning. We continue the session. Previous
Yeah.
session was active. Karim, Delhi, Muhammad, and other viewers were present. We didn't answer a couple of questions, so we're going to continue. If you're still there, guys, so let me know if you're still there with your comments and questions. And here we start the session starting from the German market, DAX,
Yeah.
as always on Tuesday. How are you doing, Giancarlo?
Good, good. We are starting a very interesting week. We have a lot of things to do because this week it's very interesting for ACB meeting and USAPC core. I was very curious to see what the data come from Bank of Japan and Central Bank of China. We have assisted very interesting action yesterday. First one, as we spoke last week, Andrew, we expect a drop on dollar yen because Bank of Japan essentially not change the negative interest rate, but still remain yen near to change his yearly trend because the interest rate policy is going to finish. So operators start to use any spike to do some faster entry, but essentially on the level we spoke, we have assisted an important drop they do yesterday. But the most interesting news, in my opinion, is what Central Bank of China do yesterday. We know that China is in trouble from 1 year after they closed the COVID restriction, and they arrive a very big surprise because yesterday the bank announced 2 trillion yuan stimulus package that in dollar is $278 billion. It's a very high size. This liquidity will be taken from offshore account of public company, and they will create a sort of rescue fund, and they will start to buy stock on Chinese market through the Hong Kong market. So we have to see what will happen with this stimulus, but it's interesting, Andrew, because this fiscal and monetary policy could create the condition for a recovery of Chinese stock, and of course, in consequence, we can assist a very important recovery of commodity market, and in general will be a good help for the general bullish trend. So in this sense, it's very interesting what happened yesterday, just to give an update. Of course, the what happened in the Red Sea continue to create trouble for the future of transport. A lot of company has a very hard delay in their transport. So this situation could create in the future some pressure in inflation. But anyway, for now, what we can say is that market in this moment generally remain bullish thanks to AI trend. We have just to take care a little with the NEC's report because today we have Netflix and tomorrow Tesla. So this company that are part of Magnificent Seven could create some take profit momentum. Market could suffer some drop, but in general, until the Federal Reserve meeting, I expect a bullish stock market. Dollar takes some pause, so we are assisting a recovery of the most important forex pair. So in general, market remain in line with what we expect. I personally continue to wait some drop in the market, some adjustment, but until any drop is absorbed so fast like last week, we cannot open a multi-day short. So as always, we will go day by day. And to conclude, today we don't have particular news for USA market. Some manufacturing index of Richmond in USA, just to mention the most important news, and some data from New Zealand about inflation rate.
Yeah, and in front of you, you see the chart of China 50. The stocks from China 50 are taken from the Shanghai, from Hong Kong. So the benchmark reflects the behavior of various Chinese stocks, big cap stocks. And normally you would say in the stock market, the global stock markets are correlated. But as always, you have to be careful with that statement, with the correlation per se. Because look, if you S&P and Dow making new historical highs, how come the China 50 is making the multi-years low and breaking the lows, going below the pandemic level? So that's why we always have to be careful with those correlations. And that's one lesson. The second lesson is need to be selective when it comes to the choosing the market. US markets, usually they make those new historical highs when it comes to the indices. And again, China 50, Shanghai Composite, they are at the multi-year lows. And the stimulus you just coming, you just mentioned the stimulus, something like $300 billion probably coming into the stimulus. Is it coming to the stock market? I didn't go into the detail of the report. Maybe they will bring a little bit of a boost. So maybe this China 50 would be boosting a bit. Maybe it's worth risking a bit, those multi-year lows. But if you buy right there, you would like to see prices go up to see that actually that stimulus is working towards the stock market as well. Good morning, Akram. Welcome back.
Good morning, and also we have, of course, welcome to all the friends from YouTube. We have a question from Vepatanje that asks for some information about Bitcoin today, how can move. So let's go to see what happened on Bitcoin. And essentially what I can tell you is that Bitcoin is in bearish seasonality. It means we can continue to drop until the end of month. We are attack a very important support that is 39,000 zone. In this moment, there are a chance to continue to drop a little more. But before, I would like to recommend to take care with this support, because this support is very important on a weekly basis, can create some faster retracement. Anyway, the Bitcoin remain quite bearish. So I think that until the Federal Reserve meeting, we can continue to drop. Next target could be essentially 38,000 area, 38,000, 36,574 level. But before, I would like to recommend to take care, because Bitcoin is not a good instrument to work in breakout. Wait a pullback. If price will not recover 40,700 level, 42,000 level, we can continue to have this retracement mode that is ongoing in the market.
Yeah, Vepatanga is talking about the pliers.
Yeah.
I don't know about. I don't know what do you mean by pliers. Never heard that. Maybe you got some signals that they call pliers. But from technical analysis perspective, about formations, I never heard of pliers. When it comes to the BTC, we discussed that 1 hour ago. BTC getting into bearish behavior right now. Possible target when you look from various angles. First, the broader channel was broken, and possible target then is 38K. Previous consolidation area is 38K, 38.2% Fibonacci retracement after breaking 23 is the 38K. And one more thing, if you look at the average correction size on the correction for BTC, what you got over here, and over there, that's around 22%. If you extrapolate the 22% into the possible target here, you're gonna come into 37,800. So very close. And this is the first moment you might be thinking about buying BTC, I think. In over $1,700 down. It doesn't mean the BTC will go down. it looks like it wants to go down.
It's monthly retracement, but as we have the halving, guys, on April, this drop for this quarter will be very interesting buy opportunity. Of course, now in this moment, the trend is bearish. We have assisted typical sell-off after the news of ATF. So the target now where we are 39,000, 37,000, it's very important support. So open short now, it's quite difficult because, of course, you can take some fast drop, but as always, I recommend because crypto market is very volatile, guys. Open, always trade on pullback. The idea of short is good, but wait a pullback before to do this because the risk is that you can assist a pullback of $2,000 that is typical of Bitcoin, and after they can return to drop. So at least the idea to sold for some speculation is good, but guys, I would like to recommend to take a little care because the level where we are very important. So we can assist a faster recovery in any moment. This V-shape recovery could come in any moment because the event of halving is very important and come every 4 years. So everyone want to buy. So if I have to give an advice, at least try to take a look in this sense at this zone. This is my opinion, of course, and try to see if market could restart because the uptrend are more interesting in this moment, in my opinion.
Yeah, you got the broadening triangle at the top. That was the buy the rumor, sell the news. ETF approval, guys. You remember Bitcoin jumps close to 50K. Psychological levels were rejected. And what happened? You have the shooting star. Then you have continuation, broadening triangle. Support line works as a short-term support. Then you have the bear flag form, breakout, bear flag, breakout. And right now you're forming, again, a little bit of a consolidation, and you might have another breakout. That's why I would say 38K, more probable right now that the prime market would go down and up. Also, we didn't touch the previous bottoms here, and this is potential test here. And if prices break there, you know what's going to happen. They're going to accelerate to the downside. So for me, this is not a buy right now. In order to buy, you have to have the capitulation. So something like the shooting star we got from the top, you're gonna see the hammer from the bottom. Let's say if you see the 1 hour hammer from the bottom, and the prices will reach like 38K, or maybe overshooting the set 37.5. So exhaustion, reversal, and then you might be thinking about, okay, let's try to buy the technical level after seeing something as similar to reversal. At the moment, we don't have that. We see the prices gradually reverse to the downside. That might be breaking lower. So it's bearish. It's bearish right now, BTC. After that approval, ETF approval, game is over temporarily for BTC. How far that will go, nobody knows.
Yeah, this is important. And we don't have buy signal, guys.
Yeah.
It's important to understand that here we can also have some flash crash. It's normal. So the end of a bullish trend of Bitcoin, as a lot of people say. This is just a typical movement of take profit or manipulation because the institutional has continued to buy. So for the ETF, so just wait a little. So let's continue.
Let's
We
go
see
into
DAX,
DAX.
our DAX.
DAX as always,
Short
DAX in the
momentum.
open. Guys, Frankfurt time 9:14 a.m. The hour 9:10 a.m. are usually most volatile. So we look at the 1 hour volatility as measured by ATR. Bigger picture on DAX is economy is weak in Germany, definitely weak. DAX tries to recover, seeing that the US equities are going higher, but this is meager recovery. Main idea is to sell at the resistance at the megaphone formation or at the previous tops. So this is the sell zone for taking the short position around 17,000, 17K. It's just 2% higher from current level. Then you have the bearish flag breakout, completion of the target on the breakout, and then you have a very high probability that you're going to repeat the pattern. Higher highs, historical highs, selling into that again. And this is the main idea here. Now, would I like to go long over here? Rather not. because my idea is to rather go short at a new high. But still, you can have the continuation of that consolidation for some time. And if I want to take the short position, I don't want to go long at the moment. So let's look at the short-term picture. Right now,